Back in September, the Titans lost a shootout in their first matchup against the Jaguars. Can Jacksonville sweep the series? Find out next.
With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Guard alongside my partner Charles Davis. CD, you're an old school guy, and I know you've got to love our matchup here. Two teams that get after it the old-fashioned way, on the ground.
I love it. You know I love that type of football. You've known me for a while now. We've got the #1 and #2 rushing offense in the entire NFL matching up. Now, don't be fooled. Both of these teams can and will throw the ball in this one. They certainly love playing that game of field position, working between the tackles, chewing up time of possession. And they've each got a main man who's among the best in the league at toting the rock.
Throwing on first down, Alexander. His throw incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points.
Oh, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Camp with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 23 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. #3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 38. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, We'll step aside and be right back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. On first down, Robinson. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jalen Camp
with his second touchdown of this. On 1st and 10, Alexander eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Back to throw. Alexander. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Here's the tight end. This is Landry.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Alexander.
That's pulled in, the veteran Carter Landry.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Alexander. Incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. Uses the stiff arm. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Etienne. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Alexander to the goal line, but it's incomplete. on first down. Alexander. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run. Robinson refusing to go down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On first down, Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Robinson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because, you know, those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
25 yards that time. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Alexander. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Texans who've got the lead in the 2nd quarter. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And you can see there, it's the visiting L.A. Rams who have the lead in that one. A couple of touchdowns there for Cam Akers. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. The Colts seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, Will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half.
Throwing on first down. Alexander. He's got the hook up here to Camp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the run, it's Robinson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Alexander. That's out wide here for Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Robinson again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Robinson. He is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Looking to throw. Alexander.
Open man, he's got Camp complete.
Touchdown! Jalen Camp with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them.
On 1st and 10, Alexander. And he's got his man on the out route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 3rd down, Alexander. Flush to his right. Uses the stiff arm. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Sliding out of the pocket. And a dump off here to Robinson. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Alexander escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. Alexander. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. And remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to... Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On first down, Alexander to the right side and complete to Landry. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. On 2nd down now, it's Robinson.
That's not good enough, man.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jag. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Titans, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.